Porter, you've talked a lot about the bench play, but I mean, it really through 3 games, you guys are first in the Big 12 in bench points per game. Maybe just how important has that been, and especially maybe for keeping guys fresh before conference play, how important is that?
The guys that have come off the bench have been outstanding. They've up. It's what you want. They uplift. The level of play doesn't go down, and it's a credit to them. And from a psyche standpoint, everybody wants to start, and we only have 5 in this game. So what I feel and what I've translated to them is we have 8 starters. We have 8 starters. We have guys that I believe that can do that, and that's not coach speak. I might have said that before in my career, and maybe not meant it. But I mean this with these guys. I mean, you're coming in with guys that have started at Power 5 schools. Rivar Lasora has started at Oregon. Latrey Darthard, John Hughley have started. So I really don't look at it as like starters, non-starters. They're all guys that are bringing a lot of value. So yeah, I think it's been key that when you start going to your bench, that actually they've uplifted a lot of the play.
Was that a tough initial talk with those guys who have started?
Yeah.
Like, you know what? It's not going to happen just yet.
Yeah, it's hard. It is hard because everyone wants to start. And the thing is, you just got to keep communication, relationship about the right things, and let them know their value and bring their value. And there's a lot of communication that has to go on. And to their credit, man, they've the thing about that is it's okay that it bothers them. That means they want it. It's okay. They just got to be able to handle it in a team concept and do that. And that's what they've done. I want guys that have that belly. I mean, I'd be more worried if they're like didn't care they were coming out, But the thing that I love about it is that they're handling it professionally. They're handling it with the team first mentality. And then we are constantly as a staff letting them know how valuable the minutes are. Whether if you get 25 minutes. And a starter gets 25 minutes. It doesn't matter. It matters what you're doing on the floor when you're on the floor.
Does that give you a boost too, just knowing that the Big 12 is a grind, knowing how tough that schedule is? Getting these guys a lot of reps, not only off the bench, but them being able to provide a lift and preparing for that.
For sure it is. And the Big 12 is obviously a grind. We got a lot of games left in non-conference is a grind. But the thing that also is that you're doing is when. Like the NBA, they know their rotations. They know they're going to play. They know they're going to do it. I've had it in the past where sometimes they don't know if they're coming in or not because I'm trying to see who's hot or see who can play. I think the guys right now like Rivaldo, Latrey, John, they know they know they're getting their minutes. I mean, they know that. There's no like, am I going to get in the game or not? There's none of that. They know up front, and that's what's good about having a definite rotation, a definite amount of guys that you can play.
In the preseason, you stressed athleticism and length. Well, Jalen Moore's kind of the picture of that. What has he added to your team this season?
Yeah, he is his energy level. I think the thing about it is, as coaches, we always say, get your athleticism into the game. We've all seen guys that are athletic, maybe they don't play hard. Maybe they're not running as fast as they can. Maybe they're not going after every rebound as much as they can. And that's what coaches always say is, are you getting your athleticism into the game? Jalen Moore's energy, he's getting his athleticism in the game. He's running the floor. He's at the top of a press. He's getting deflections. He's, crashing the glass. His energy and is just he plays with the joy of the game. I like his joy almost too much when he fouled that three-point shooter. He thought he was going to block the shot from 15 feet away. But he's getting his athleticism into the game, and the guys see that. I think everybody's running the floor hard, and I always say that to teams like, you ask everybody in the country, do you want to run? Every high school kid, every kid, yeah, I want to run. Then you'll see clips of them just jogging the wing. And these guys right now, you watch Rivaldo, Latrey, Jalen, right now we're running. We're getting out and running. And we got to continue that, maintain that, and glorify that.
Obviously, you're never going to turn down close to 40-point wins, but is there any party that's interested, I guess, in how these guys will handle that close game situation whenever that does?
Well, that's why we played 2 Power 5 scrimmages.
Yeah.
We played 2 Power 5 scrimmages where a lot of situations came up, 2 close games and everything. And that's why we did that. And we're fortunate that it hasn't been that way these first couple games. Tomorrow night's opponent, a lot of respect for him, and as we do every opponent. So but we work on situations in practice. We did 2 scrimmages that way. That's why we didn't do a game in there. You know, our guys are just right now focused in on the moment, which I really like. I don't think we've defended or run offense like we've had a big lead. We've defended to our standards. And that's why I think we've held them. And, you know, sometimes you can see you get a lead and all of a sudden they score 25 points in the last 7-8 minutes. You haven't seen that, you know. And I want to maintain that because right now I'm looking for habits, carryover, things that we're stressing in film sessions. Or we see that carrying over the next game. And that's been the biggest thing for us.
You mentioned tomorrow night. Just overall, what do you see out of that matchup? What are you looking for from your team?
Their point guard, number 1, just a jet. I mean, really, really fast. Number 11 inside, man, he's a crafty post player. I really like their talent level. They change defenses a lot. They're going to press. They're going to zone. They're going to man. They're going to change up a lot. You can't just have lulls when they change. You got to be ready and execute when they change defenses. And we got to stop their transition. You know, I think with their speed, they get out and run, and then we've like for us, we've got to run. We got to get. You know, I think I told you this, guys, after the last game. We missed 26 shots and we got 13 of them back. That's 50%. That's like over. That's really high. We want to keep trying to get a high rate of our offensive rebounds, and so we can run.
So far early in the season, your team has nearly doubled the amount of free throws attempted than your opponents. What does it take offensively and defensively to get to those lopsided numbers?
Aggressiveness, pace, a physicality, understanding the rules. You know, we have not avoiding it, bodying up, bodying in. But when you're pushing the pace and you're trying to strike the paint as much as we're trying to strike it, I think that's something we've emphasized. We're trying to make more than the other team misses. That's on our board every game. We're trying to make more free throws than the other team. I'm sorry. We're trying to make more free throws than the other team attempts. And we've done that. I think crashing the glass is hard. Sam, look at Sam's, how much he's gotten to the foul line. Him being so aggressive on the offensive glass puts pressure on the foul line. Like you get there when you're crashing the glass that hard. So I think our pace, striking the paint, and how much we're crashing the glass, getting to the foul line has been a byproduct of that.